Hello, welcome back to Ask Allison. Here's today's question. I'm currently an associate professional clinical counselor with all 3,000 hours required in California, awaiting BBS approval for a license exam. Many of my friends, or many of my clients have friends living in a different state that are asking if I could provide services to that friend. I know in California, the regulations state that it's dependent on the laws and regulations the client resides in. How do we get clarity on this? And what's a good way of navigating this gray water and upholding ethics? So first, I'd like to thank Therapy Notes for sponsoring us. So you're right, it depends on the state that the client is in and your license. So almost all states require that you are licensed in their state with the license they require for private practice there. So it's best to look at your board in each state. You may see some relaxed rigidity because of COVID, but be aware that a lot of that relaxed rigidity stipulates that you have a relationship with the client across state lines before the pandemic. Like they started off working with you while they were in college and then went back to a different state where they're living with their parents since classes were canceled in person, that kind of situation. And some say you have to be fully licensed in order to offer online therapy. So hopefully by the time you're hearing this, your application has been processed, you've taken your exam, like you've got your full licensure. But I mention it just in case because I know COVID has probably slowed everything down. Some of the language that our licensing boards use is so obtuse and they will not interpret it for you. If you ask for clarity, if you call them up or email them and ask for clarification, they will not clarify. So it makes sense to call your malpractice insurance and get an attorney to interpret the outside of the state lines wording if it doesn't seem clear to you. If you're like, the last thing I want to do is look at a bunch of other states' boards' laws and try to figure them out, then just assume it's safest for you to not practice across state lines at all, because that is the case for most states. And if you're sad that all these potential good fit clients now can't come to you because they're not in California, I am here to tell you that many, many more are going to take their place. You're doing good work and people are talking about it. And that word of mouth is going to spread to the people within your community or within your state as well. So combine that with marketing, like intentional marketing, not just being great at what you're doing and your clients talking about it, but really intentional marketing, and you're going to be golden. So if you need help with the marketing, then we have you covered over in the Abundance Party. We teach you everything you need to know for only $49 a month. And if you have questions beyond this, anybody else or this question asker has more questions for Ask Allison, I would love to answer them here. You can shoot me a DM over on Instagram where I'm abundance_practice_building. Yeah, I hope that's helpful. Take care.